And what's good, everybody? Happy Monday night. Glad to have you guys in the stream, being a part here on the channel. Thought I'd cover a special live stream for tonight. It's going to be Monday Night Football, Week 16 of the NFL season, coming out to a close tonight-ish. With these two teams, hopefully, should be a good matchup. I know the Saints entering this game have 22 players listed in the health and safety protocol. The Dolphins and the Saints, same record, 7-7. Both teams huge for the playoffs, just outside the wild card spot inside. Potential possibility to be a playoff team if they keep on winning. Gotta win out most likely to get to that number 7 spot to be a playoff team entering the playoffs in January. But what's good, Dakota, Brian, welcome back to the stream, guys, once again for this one. Not a whole lot of stuff going on, I know, for basketball lately. College only had like 2 games today, and I know the NBA is having some games, but all those games went on League Pass for today, so that's why I decided to do a special live stream. I've been trying to like find games and stuff like that, like college coming up. There's been so many cancellations. Like, I was planning on doing Arizona UCLA later on this week. That game got canceled. North Carolina Virginia Tech, that game we got word of got canceled or postponed today. And yeah, it's just been unfortunate, all the postponements, cancellations that's been happening around the world of sports lately. Brian taking the Saints here, hoping that they win so his Ravens can be in that playoff picture. Still, Cram, welcome back in. Landon, welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in the stream once again. What a turnaround for the Dolphins. 1-7 start to the season. They won the last 6 games in a row. They've won those games, though, against teams with a combined record of 29-60 run. Beating the Jets twice. They won against the Texans, the Panthers, the Giants, all at home. They've won the last 3 straight games at home against Carolina, the Giants, and the Jets in the last game. 31-24 last Sunday. They beat the Ravens on the winning streak back on Thursday Night Football. That was like the only outlier of the game, with Baltimore right now at 8-7. But all the other teams had just four victories between the Jets, Texans, Giants, and then the 5 victories by Carolina, which 3 were in the first 3 games for Carolina. They started out 3-0. Oh, that's awesome. Best of luck there. Landon doing a late night game tonight on Twitch. Nets and Clippers. Best of luck there, man. Duke Johnson, first 100-plus yard rusher this season for Miami, coming off a 22-carry, 107-yard rushing game, 2 rushing touchdowns for the Dolphins, as they've been getting a lot thin as far as the running back core here for Miami. Once again, late scratch in this game has been Salvon Ahmed. He is out for today's game for Miami. And then just getting hammered with health and safety protocols, the Saints, as this team this season has been a complete seesaw, up and down, up and down. They beat the Bucks twice. They won against Tampa Bay 9-0 on Sunday Night Football last Sunday. Got to Tom Brady 4 times in that game, and if they're gonna pull out the W today, they're gonna have to have a big, strong showing defensively. And it's going to have to start on the defensive side of the basketball. They're without their defensive tackle, though, Teron Armstead, in this game, as he happened to be on the health and safety protocol list. But this is they are down multiple players, 22 players in the health and safety protocol for the Saints entering this game. And they are down to their 3rd-string quarterback, who has never played a single snap in the NFL. Rookie from Notre Dame, Ian Book, will get the start tonight for New Orleans. Oh, man, so sorry to hear that, Brian. Send my thoughts and prayers to you. Condolences to you, man. So sorry to hear that, brother. I'm here if you need anything. That's terrible. Hopefully things will start to get better for you, man. I feel you. So sorry to hear that. Landon's enjoying Golden State, Kentucky. Yeah, both of the teams playing well right now. Yeah, Brandon Boston has been playing well for the Clippers, too. I remember he had that big game against the Celtics last month. Yeah, this has just been a tough time for everyone. It's a tough season around the holidays right now. Saints are going to kick off the football first. Black uniforms, gold numbers, gold letters, as the Dolphins return the line drive kick past the 10. Going to make a cut towards the middle of the hashes, past the 15 and down around the 20-yard line on the return from Miami, as that's where they'll start to take over around their own 20 for the Dolphins. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Special live stream tonight here. Some football action. Haven't covered football in, I think, like almost 10 days or so. I covered last week's game, but the Thursday night game. It was the Chiefs against Chargers. That was a really good game. Dakota, what's good? Welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, I saw Kentucky got put up to number 18. Yeah, not a whole lot of changes in the rankings for this week. It seems like nobody's played in like a long time. Like I covered Virginia Tech and Duke and Arizona, Tennessee, but that seems like it's months ago. First throw off of the play action, Tua underneath complete to his tight end, gets Mike Gesicki for a gain of 4 to the 25. Tua's been on the roll lately, big part of the winning streak. The defense has started to come along as well for the Dolphins. 2nd down and 6 at their own 25-yard line. Tua from the gun takes a snap, steps up, fires left side towards the outside, and that is complete, just shy of the first down marker. First catch of the night by the rookie Jalen Waddle. It's about a yard short. What's good? Charles in the stream. Welcome in from the Bahamas. Taking the Dolphins here. It will be a 3rd and short coming up for Miami. We'll see if the Saints defense can get off the field, force a 3 and out. This team has been led all season long by their defense. Tua from the gun, lines up to the left side as Waddle in the backfield. Tua takes the snap, back to pass, passes underneath, complete to Waddle, tries to get the edge, he does, stiff arm, past the 35, out of bounds, and a late penalty flag coming down. He got pushed down the near side out of bounds by C.J. Gardner Johnson. Marshawn Lattimore also there, and this looks like it's going to be on New Orleans for the penalty. Vegas, welcome back in here, man. Fahad on the stream, welcome in. Just rips him around. That's on Lattimore. Late hit, clearly out of bounds by Marshawn Lattimore. He just rips down Jalen Waddle. 2nd catch of the game, gets thrown down around the neck, helmet level, swung down to the ground on the sideline. Not even excusable right there, what that penalty's all about. Lattimore knows better. So that's plus 15. And the Dolphins will have the football moved up to their own 49. Handoff up the middle. It's Duke Johnson on the carry as he will take it to midfield, gain of 1. Stuffed on a brick wall. Eddie, welcome to the stream from Cayman Islands. Sorry to hear that, Vegas. So sorry, man. Yeah, I hear you guys. It's a tough time of year. My grandfather passed away just over a year ago. It was like mid-December. I think around like December 18th that he passed. Last year for me was really tough. Tua takes the snap, hands it off up the middle again. It's Johnson as he will get about another gain slightly. It's about 1 yard and a carry. This will bring up a 3rd and long. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd down and 8 for Miami. Yeah, Cowboys put it up some serious points, destroying Washington yesterday. That 50 burger on the board. Welcome to the stream, Steven. Yeah, that game wasn't even close. Saints coming through with their defense. Only 9 points allowed the last 2 games. Shut out Tom Brady last week on Sunday Night Football. Tua from the gun. He's got a 3rd down and long. He takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. That pass is over the head. Incomplete in the crossing route intended for Myles Gaskin. Tua, feeling the pressure, had to throw off his back foot. And not an accurate ball. Saints brought pressure right up the middle. Zach Bond straight up the middle, bringing the pressure and forced the throw behind and over the hands of Gaskin. So 4th and 6. Dolphins had gone all the way to the 46 of Saints territory. They couldn't move the ball further, so this will be a punting situation. Booting this ball away, Michael Palardi. as he boots it towards the right side of the hashes, returned at the 6, past the 10, sliding down. It stumbled around the 16-yard line, gain of 10 on the return for New Orleans, and that's where they'll start out. What's good, Tyrone in the stream? Welcome in from the Bahamas, man. So first media break of the game, 11:38 left to go first quarter. Saints will have the football coming up, and Ian Book will be the quarterback tonight. First ever NFL career start. Never thrown a pass ever in the history of the NFL for Ian Book, and he will tonight. So they started a drive downfield. The penalty was the big key to helping them out. They got 15 yards via penalty in their first drive for the Dolphins. Tua went 3 for 4, everything underneath by Tua. 2 of those catches to Jalen Waddle. First catch was by Mike Gesicki, a 4. And then when the defense stepped up, it was on the 3rd and 6 for the Saints, and they forced Miami to punt away the football. So Miami had converted on their first 3rd down, and that was on a crossing route over to Waddle. Then he got ripped out of bounds for a late hit. It was Marshawn Lattimore who committed the penalty. 15 yards added to that. Duke Johnson had 2 straight runs for 4 yards total. And then on the second 3rd down, they couldn't convert. Yeah, that would be insane for Miami if they do make it. They played a really easy schedule to get them to 7-7 right now. Yeah, there's no Thursday night football. So the schedule completely changes. As far as like stuff on national TV, there's not really much. I looked to see like when the next game's going to be for NBA on ESPN and TNT, and they got that game all the way on January 5th. College basketball, they don't have like much either. They got a couple games on ESPN too, but they keep on like postponing games left and right. Yeah, it's probably because they had done it as a schedule that all the teams play on Sunday, like they always do for Week 17, and then they added in the extra week. So that's probably why. So no Thursday night games this week, and then no Thursday night games the following week. There is Monday coming up next Monday. It's going to be the Browns and the Steelers, our next Monday's game. Oh, it's probably because, like, bowl games, too, are going on, as well as here's a carry. That's about a gain of 3. Up the middle by Kamara. Yeah, I heard about that, Vegas. That's just unfortunate. Randy on the stream, welcome in. Vaughn, Andrew, welcome in. Dolphins beat the Patriots week 1, so they were 1-7. They played the Jets twice. They played the Texans, the Giants, the Panthers. Only outlier was that Thursday night game that they beat Baltimore. Book takes the snap and completes his first ever career pass in the NFL, short underneath to the tight end Wolf. As the clock will stop at 11 minutes, Wolf goes out of bounds. That's about a gain of 4 and a catch. What's good, Ryan on the stream? Jose, welcome back in, guys. Makeel, welcome in. Yeah, I have no clue because everything's just so up in the air. Like canceled, postponed. There's been a couple bowl games that's been canceled lately, and I had said in my last stream as Book takes a snap, fires, that pass is deflected and intercepted as this will be a pick 6 by Miami. Ian Book's second career pass in the NFL gets picked off, and I believe that is Nick Needham, number 40, who took it to the house for the Dolphins. 6-zip Miami, and it is. Perfect read by Needham. Book throws a quick out route about 8-9 yards downfield. His receiver is not looking to the football. Number 84, little Jordan Humphrey, the receiver, and right into the hands of Nick Needham for the pick 6 down the left sideline. Extra point. Straight through the upright by Sanders. 7-zip Dolphins as they cash in. Didn't shock me that there was going to be a defensive touchdown in this game. It happens not even 5 minutes through so far. Dolphins with a big touchdown. 10:25 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, the defense, man, for the Patriots yesterday got ripped to shreds. The defense hasn't really seen like legit quarterbacks this season. That's the thing. All the talk about how good the Patriots defense has been, it's mostly been struggles to stop the run like Jonathan Taylor the week prior for the Colts. But when they face a legit quarterback and they got the best of Josh Allen yesterday, they faced MVP Josh Allen, that type of Josh Allen. You don't know what you're gonna get, but he was playing at an elite level yesterday, and yeah, they got shredded. It's just throwback right to that game against the Cowboys where they gave up over 30 against Dak. Yeah, Isaiah McKenzie was having his day on. That was Miles Bryant who was covering him, and McKenzie just kept on getting crossing route after crossing route. Ron, welcome to stream, man. Taysom Hill is out, so he is on the COVID-19 list, so he is not playing tonight. Yeah, I'll have to see for next Sunday. I don't know like my schedule out in advance or so for what's coming up on Sunday just yet because the New Year and things. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to stream, man. Yeah, doesn't shock me that Vaughn puts BC hates bowl games. Yeah, didn't shock me. That's what I was gonna say before about BC. Because I had said it wouldn't shock me if BC just pulls out of the bowl game, and that's exactly what happened. I think that's their second bowl game in 3 years that they've pulled out of. They had pulled out of another bowl game a couple of years ago because it was like thundering and lightning, and they decided just not to play. And then the game at Fenway that Virginia was supposed to play in against SMU, that game got canceled for the bowl game. Yeah, it's pretty bad up here with everything. Up in like the Northeast, Massachusetts, it's not looking so well over here. Cameron, welcome in. Harry, welcome in, man. I'm with my parents right now and my sister. I'm trying to save up eventually. Down the line, I'm saving up to like purchase a home hopefully soon. So that's like my big goal hopefully for 2022 is to get into the home buying market. Things are like really expensive though where I am. Cause out here in Mass, the average home price is around like where I am. It's around like $300,000. Up towards Boston, where like all the jobs are, though, home prices are like $800,000 to $1 million. So we'll see if this drive can go any better here for Ian Book. Second pass attempt of his NFL career, throws it right into the hands of Nick Needham, and it happened to be a pick 6. So here we go again. Saints will start out at their own 25-yard line. Book in the ace formation. He's got Kamara in the backfield. Book takes a snap. Play action rolls out to his right, and that pass is dropped in and out of the hands of his tight end, Nick Vannett. Nick Vannett looked like N'Keal Harry from yesterday. Perfect ball thrown by Ian Book. And Vannett just juggles it and puts it, and just loses track of it down at the ground, trying to make a turn up field. Yeah, Goody on the stream. Welcome in. That's it for Big Ben next week. Last game at home. That's Monday Night Football taking on the Browns. Book handoff up the middle. And it'll be a carry for about 4. It goes to Mark Ingram. He has bounced all around throughout the NFL. back with New Orleans. That's great there, Brian. Gonna watch Spider-Man tomorrow. Good for you, man. So it's gonna be a 3rd and 6 now for New Orleans. Book from the gun. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Forced out to his right. And he cannot escape the pressure. Gets sacked. Drop back all the way at the 19-yard line. Dolphins defense. 3 up front forcing the pressure. It's Emmanuel Ogbah, the one who gets to him. Ogbah, the one at the edge. And then he initially sneaks past the edge up the middle. He was the one who brought the pressure. And then number 94, Christian Wilkins, the one who was able to finish it off. Wilkins was there. Ogbah got behind him, forced the pressure. Rolling out to his right was Book. Standing back at his own 5-yard line, this ball will get booted away by New Orleans by the punter, Blake Gillikin. The Dolphins return it. They are going nowhere, though. Horizontal and losing about 2. So Miami coming up once again. 8:51 left to go in the first quarter. Dolphins will have the football, as we will take another media break. And this will be first down Miami around the 31-yard line. So that's where they'll start out at their own 31. Yeah, that's too bad, man. N'Keal Harry with his Butterfingers hands. Hey, just all the talent that they could have got at that position. Just been one of the biggest busts in Patriots history. Like, they could have had DK Metcalf or A.J. Brown in that draft, and they went for N'Keal Harry. And that basically sums up his Patriots career. That drop pass yesterday, completely wide open, off his shoulder pads. And then the last time he played Buffalo, he was back to return a punt, and the ball went off of him, and the Bills had got the muff punt, and I think like 2 plays later they had got a touchdown off of that. And that was the only touchdown that they had scored in the first match. Yeah, we got Santa right behind me. So Santa being here for a little bit longer till the new year, it looks like. Santa likes to bring his holiday cheer along. I'm just hoping that this game at least can be competitive tonight, and not like yesterday's Sunday night game. That was, man, what a blowout. I can't believe they put Washington on Sunday Night Football. They had many more games that were better that they could have put on Sunday Night Football yesterday. Decide to put Washington versus Dallas. Kidder in the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much for the update there. Bulls up against the Hawks at halftime. Dolphins take the snap from the pistol. Handoff up the middle for nothing much. Maybe a gain of 1 on the carry as it goes to Duke Johnson Jr. That's his 3rd carry now for 5 yards. Duke Johnson coming off 107 on the ground on 22 carries. That is a Dolphins season high. The first time that they have had an 100-plus yard rusher this season for Miami, and it came in week 15. And those happen to be career highs for Duke Johnson last week against the Jets, the former Cleveland Brown running back. Tua from the gun takes a snap. Pump fake left, passes across the middle, too tall. Incomplete, intended for Jalen Waddle. And the penalty flag is down. He was held up by C.J. Gardner Johnson. This looks like It's going to be on New Orleans. We'll take a look at the flag. It is pass interference by Gardner Johnson. Crossing route intended for Waddle, holding him up. As Waddle tried to make an attempt for that football. Going up for it. Yeah, he tried to go up for it. He was just held around that, up high, around that neck shoulder area. Got turned around. So that's an automatic first down. Yeah, go ahead there, Vaughn. Gardner Johnson, 2 interceptions last week, Sunday Night Football against the Bucs. Tua from the gun, he has the ball at the 37. Handoff, left side, draw over to Duke Johnson, carries to the 40. Rush of 3. Yeah, coming off the missed season, Dante Hightower just hasn't been the same. Yeah, the defense is really old for the Patriots. Like, more of the younger players are on the offensive side of the football. But as far as the defense, it's getting... a lot of those players are up there in age. Play action. Tua screens it out right side of Waddle. And nice open field tackle. Loss of 2 on the reception. Sniffing it out is Gardner Johnson. Redeeming himself for the penalty 2 plays ago. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to go in the first. There will be a 3rd and 7 for the Dolphins. Tua goes empty. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He's from the shotgun formation. Now in motion is Waddle towards his left. Tua takes a snap. Pressure coming from outside. Tua steps up, fires. That ball is complete past midfield and taken down from behind past the 45-yard line. It is Jalen Waddle, the rookie, who picks up the first down catch. Great pass by Tua, able to get that ball out of his hand. The pressure was coming in around the corner. Able to fire the ball out to around a 15-yard pass to Jalen Waddle. Just past 15 yards. It happened to be 18 on the reception. Waddle, 4 catches for 26, approaching the 6-minute mark left to go. As Tua rolls out to his right, passes complete, dragged down from behind around the 35. It's good for a 7-yard catch. Happens to be his tight end, Durham Smythe. 22 is C.J. Gardner Johnson. Yeah, he had a really good game last week against the Bucs. He had 2 plays ago. That was a great open field tackle he had. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if this is the last season for Devin McCourty. Second and 3, Tua from the pistol. He takes the snap, handoff to Phillip Lindsay, the former Bronco, who is just shy of the first down marker. Lindsay trying to recreate a role for himself here in Miami. They've been going with basically running back by committee this season. There hasn't been a single breakout running back. Last year, Salvon Ahmed had that big game against the Patriots late in the season in December, but he was listed out late scratch in this game for Ahmed. Myles Gaskin has got most of the touches this season. They go with Lindsay again, and he is able to get the first down. Football is on the ground. Looks like he was down, though. The referees won't blow it down. Saints recover. Past midfield, they take it and drag down from behind around the 47-yard line. The referees let it play. And for the call being is that Phillip Lindsay. It sure looked like he was down. Let's see. Was he on top of another player? That left shoulder was absolutely down, and then that football gets punched out. So that will be down by contact, first down. He needed 1. He got 2 on the 3rd down rush. So this will be a first down, Miami. looking at where that left shoulder came down, it's right there. It's recorded down, and then the ball gets punched out way late. So that's going to be first down rush for Miami. So it will not result in a fumble for the Saints. It was punched out late by Marcus Williams. Really? They just swapped possession hour for the Saints. He looks clearly like he's down. He still has that football wrapped in between him for Lindsey. And they will keep Lindsey on the field. That's the correct call. He was clearly down. Yep, so they have it as the correct call. 4:47 left to go in the first. Results in the first down rush for the Dolphins. They keep the football, and it's a new set of downs. So Philip Lindsay, over 600 career touches in the NFL. He has never fumbled a football once. Dolphins getting within striking distance. Ball now at the 31 in New Orleans territory. Tua from the pistol. He's got Lindsey in the backfield right behind him. And Tua goes towards the sideline and will burn a timeout. Dolphins were trying to drop a play, but he did not see what he wanted. So the Dolphins will burn a timeout. Clock will stop with 4:35 left to go in the first quarter. If you're new on the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining in, everybody, being a part here today. Special live stream covering NFL action. Dolphins with a pick six. That's the only touchdown so far in this game. It was by number 40, Nick Needham. Ian Book, rookie quarterback from Notre Dame, just threw the ball right into the hands of Needham and returned it for the touchdown. So they've been going by running back by committee this season. Myles Gaskin getting the most snaps out of anybody for the Dolphins. Savon Ahmed and then Duke Johnson coming over from Cleveland, where he has played throughout his career. This pass underneath is complete past the 25, chopped up around the 20. Good for a catch of 11 to the tight end, Durham Smythe, and moves the chains for the Dolphins. And then Philip Lindsay, former Denver Bronco. Maliko, welcome back in. Tua having a solid game so far, taking what the defense will give him. 7 for 8, 48 passing yards. Best ball thrown, an 18-yard pass to the left sideline, complete to Jalen Waddle. He's got 4 catches for 26. Silent in this game, Devontae Parker. He was the leading receiver last week as this pass lofted to the right sideline, but off the fingertips, incomplete. That was intended for Tommy Lee Lewis of Miami. And he was a former Saint. NB, welcome in. Tua's playing, so he's healthy now. Yeah, he's been playing for the last couple of weeks. Bucks did not allow a single red zone touchdown at all last week, or for the Saints against Tampa Bay. Has tried to hurdle over a man. Mike Gesicki gets chopped up for about a catch of 6. Crossing route by Gesicki. That is dangerous. Slips past one tackler and then tries to overjump. Paulson. Adebo. And he just gets chopped up. Jacob, what's good, man? Welcome back in. 3rd and 4 coming up. Big third down for both of these teams. Saints defense trying to force a field goal attempt. Dolphins looking to keep on extending the drive. Tua from the 15 of Saints territory takes a snap. Oh, he gets crushed from behind. The football comes out and the Saints land on top of it around the 30-yard line. Tua gets absolutely destroyed from the backside. Saints had it for a moment and then they had a clear fumble recovery and the referees are going to point at the pig pile. At the bottom of the pile, the Dolphins will come up with it with one of their offensive linemen. Saints had a golden opportunity for the turnover. Gets absolutely destroyed from behind. by Marcus Davenport. Oh, he just punches right into the chest of Tua as Tua's holding the football there. The ball gets jarred loose and the Dolphins lose 15 on the possession. Lucky that they still have a 48-yard field goal attempt from the left hash by Jason Sanders. In the dome, it is up and it is through the uprights. 10-0. Looked like the Saints were going to jump up on top of that. They had a golden opportunity to do so, and they couldn't get at the bottom of the pile. They were there first with one of their players. So we'll take another media break in the game. 10-0. Dolphins able to put 3 more on the board. So they extremely lucky that ball wasn't turned over. Yeah, Jameis Winston got injured for the rest of the season. I think it was an MCL and it was an ACL injury, so it's season ending that he had. No problem. Yeah, same with me, man. Just disastrous start for Miami, 1-7, and they've been able to keep on improving, but the schedule's been so generous for Miami. That's been the big key to helping them out along the way, is that they've been able to win against opponents like the Jets twice. They beat the Giants, they beat the Panthers, they beat the Texans, they beat the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. So yeah, they started out 1-7. They played a super easy schedule on their 6-game winning streak. They're basically gonna have to win out most likely. They might get there though if they can go 9-7, win tonight 9 and 8, kind of be close. They'd have to go probably 10-7 most likely to get there. They most likely would have to win out. So beat the Saints tonight. Tennessee, they got the next one is at Tennessee. That's gonna be their toughest game in a long time. And then they take on the Patriots to close out the game, which the Patriots have struggled on the road at Miami in December and January. That's at Miami. And if they don't make the playoffs, it would just be, they'd be kicking themselves for that game overseas in London. That's the one that they should have won when they lost to the Jaguars. Yeah, they honestly could. I'd be shocked next week though if the Patriots do lose that game against Jacksonville. 2:09 left to go in the first. Line drive, kick, it sails to the back corner of the end zone, and it will be Saints football starting at their own 25. What's good, Warren? Welcome to the stream here, man. So if you're just joining in, Saints have a new quarterback, third stringer, Ian Book, as Jameis Winston suffered a season-ending injury earlier this year. Taysom Hill got put on the COVID-19 list. Trevor Siemian also got put on the COVID-19 list. And they happen to go with a rookie quarterback from Notre Dame, Ian Book. And he is 1 for 3 so far passing. 4 passing yards, and he threw a pick 6 right into the hands of Nick Needham. First possession of this drive, handoff to Kamara. Only gains around 2. Stopped by a brick wall right up front. Christian Wilkins, first one there to meet him. Right now, Buffalo's up by a game over the Patriots. Both of them have the same record, actually. So Buffalo wins the tiebreaker. So both have the same record, 9-6. But Buffalo holds the tiebreaker because they beat the Patriots the last game, and they have a 4-1 division record. Patriots are 3-2, and then the Dolphins are right now 1.5 games behind the Patriots and the Bills, so they are 7-7. Another run by Kamara. It's going to come up short of the first down marker, and this will bring up a third down. Only got around 2 on the carry. 3rd and 6. Book from the gun. Kamara lined up to his left. Book takes a snap. He will pass it. Pressure coming. He escapes. One tackler towards his right rolls out, and then Book gets dropped back at the 22. Gets sacked. Takes his second sack of the game. It's Jerome Baker forces Book towards the far sideline and able to wrap him up. In order to make this game at least manageable for New Orleans, they need to start blocking up front. They have a rookie quarterback. It's going to take him a while to get the football out of his hands. First ever time playing in NFL action, and this has just been a disastrous start offensively for New Orleans. Blake Gillikin will boot the ball away. Tommy Lee Lewis, the punt returners, he comes up to the 36, fields it. Oh, he goes backwards, circling around, but able to get past the 35-40 and tackled out of bounds around the 44 at Dolphin territory. Penalty flag comes down. $11 seconds left to go. First quarter. We'll take a look at the penalty flag. And it will be a block in the back by the Dolphins. So he's going to push it further back for Miami. And they'll still have a possession here with 11 seconds left to go in the first. So at least one play before the end of one. Yes, I think the Patriots can make the playoffs. I still got Tennessee to win the AFC South. Even though Indy is red hot right now. From the pistol, Tua. He's got in the backfield right behind him, Phillip Lindsay. Tua, handoff up the middle, Lindsay. Carries for about 4 to the 30. And that'll be the final play of quarter number one. 10-0, Dolphins lead for a big game as far as the NFL wild card standings for both of these teams. Dolphins and Saints on the outside looking in. Miami currently 11th in the AFC. They can be tied, though, with the Baltimore, the Chargers, and the Raiders tied for 7th if they do win today. The Saints are right now 8th in the NFC. They can be tied at 6th in the NFC with a win today, with San Francisco and Philadelphia, who are tied for that number 6 spot in the NFC currently. Yeah, I think that was a big disaster there for Urban Meyer. Yeah, Patriots should be able to beat the Jags. Honestly, you don't know, though. This is a week-by-week thing with the NFL, every single week, because you honestly don't know because of the health and safety protocols list and players listed out. Say, especially what's going on in New England, like the Northeast right now, is that Jason Tatum is now in the health and safety protocol for the Celtics. You honestly don't even know. Matthew Judon got put there today for the Patriots. It's just like, with this going on, it's basically a thing of luck at this point. I will take Iowa State for you, Vaughn. I'll take a Big 12 team over to ACC. What's good, Pringle? Welcome to the stream, man. Cowboys are crushing it. I still like the Bucks, even though they're depleted as far as receivers lately. I can never count out Tom Brady. He just, whatever you throw at him in the playoffs, he'll find ways. Dolphins will have the football as we come back and we'll start the second quarter. First possession of the second quarter, they will go with a little bit of jet sweep action towards the left sideline, and it's good enough for the first down rush. Needed 6, got 6. And that is Tommy Lee Lewis, number 85. The one who carried the jet sweep, and first down number 7 of the night for Miami. The Saints have yet to pick up a first down. -2 total yards by New Orleans. And a big problem, not only the quarterback play, but also the blocking up front has been a major problem, led to 2 sacks. In the pistol, handoff up the middle, 2 to Lindsey. Lindsey carries for about 3 to the 40. What's good, Cameron on the stream? Welcome in. Unfortunately, I don't have League Pass, so I can't get that game tomorrow. So, splitting the workload so far, Duke Johnson 4 carries, Phillip Lindsay 4 carries, only totaling 20 rushing yards. Saints have a solid rushing defense, but only allowing 2.5 yards per carry so far to the Dolphins. Dolphins struggling rushing the football in the very back of the NFL. Pass underneath complete to Myles Gaskin. And he is wrapped up around that first down marker. We'll see where the referees spot the football. They're going to spot it just shy of the first down marker. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short. Yeah, I saw that. Vegas. I saw that clip of it. I didn't catch it at first, and then I saw it on someone who posts football highlights about it. Play action on a bootleg towards the right. Jacoby Brissett will be the quarterback for this play, and he gets tackled. Looks like he's shy of the first down marker. We'll see what the referee spotted. Marshawn Lattimore says it's short. Brissett pointing in the direction says it's a first down, and that football, as it's placed down, looks like it's about a football length short. Off of a quarterback bootleg. When you have Jacoby Brissett, you would think that he just puts his head down and goes for a quarterback sneak on a 3rd and inches play. Instead, he goes in a QB bootleg, and that appears to be short. Stretching out, couldn't get to it, and Michael Palardi comes in to punt away the football. Signaling for a fair catch and fielded around the 17. And that's where the Saints will take over. Yeah, I don't have NBA TV in my package. I only have ESPN and TNT in the package. I saw a bunch of games coming up are going to be on NBA TV. Yeah, Ian, welcome on the stream here, man. Dolphins winning their last 6 straight games in a row. So 12:14 left to go, second quarter. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Who do you got tonight? Dolphins or Saints? Saints have yet to pick up a first down. They have -2 total yards. Nothing really going on. And it starts with a blocking up front, and offensive line's giving up 2 sacks. So far to Ian Book, you have a rookie quarterback. You know the ball is going to come out of his hands later when he makes those reads, and just hasn't been able to get anything going. Book in this game has completed just 1 pass. He's 1 for 3, 4 passing yards, and the only completion was a pass underneath to the tight end, Ethan Wolf. I think it was just spending time with the family on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I usually go into yeah, I usually go into work on New Year's Eve. I'm not sure if they're counting New Year's though as like a holiday for me this year though. 'Cause I don't get many holidays off because I work in radio, so we only get like 5 days off per year, usually. And one of them is Christmas. Saints will have the football. They start off at their own 17-yard line. Ace formation. Book under center. Kamara right behind the Book. Play action. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And his face fires, and that ball is complete. Past the 30-yard line. Ripped out of bounds. First down catch. Looking for the flag was Marquez Callaway. Didn't get it, though, as that was right at the sideline where he got ripped down. One-on-one coverage, though. Able to get the catch, and that's good for around 15 on the reception by Callaway. Nice job by Book, able to get that out of his hands. Pressure coming right up front with a bull rush. It was Zach Sealer who came up front, straight up to him. Longest play of the game for the Saints. First down of the night for New Orleans, and it happened to be over 18 minutes of action. Flushed out to his right, bootleg complete for about a gain of 6 on the pass to little Jordan Humphrey. So finally starting to find some momentum here for Ian Book and the offense for the Saints, getting the football out of his hands quicker. Knowing that he can't be kept in the pocket for long, and getting him out of the pocket to get him rolled out and evading the pressure. And he's made the last 2 passes complete. 3 for 5, 29 yards. At the 42 of Saints territory, handoff up the middle. Kamara gets stuffed. Loss of 1, ripped down from behind. It is Andrew Van Ginkel, the one who tackles him. Hey, there you go, Vaughn, watching darts for the first time ever. I watched the dog racing. There was like a dog racing show on ESPN2 a couple nights ago. That was pretty cool. They have ultimate chase tag sometimes too. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Saints. Ball spot at their own 41. Book takes a snap. Too long in the pocket. He's being rushed. Flush towards his right. Book will rush for it. Can he get there? He gets out of bounds. 3 yards shy. No gain by Book, and it will be another punting situation for the Saints. Try to stretch it with the angle towards the right sideline. Couldn't get to the marker, though, was Book. Let's see here. They're playing zone coverage. Book flushed out to his right. Cameron Wilkins behind him, and then rushed was Van Ginkel, who has been tremendous on this drive. And they forced a punting situation. Blake Gillikin will come onto the field, and he has been a busy man tonight. Gillikin will have his 3rd punt of the game. There's a penalty flag down, though. Referees meeting about this call. And it's a personal foul assessed to Alvin Kamara. Kamara along the sideline smiling about that, but just unfortunate for New Orleans. Let's see. Oh, Kamara, that's unneeded. Just comes from behind, pushes on the backside. He gets Cameron Wilkins on the backside after the play was over. He just comes from behind and pushes Wilkins right next to the official. You could clearly see it. Blake Gillikin boots away the football at his own 25-yard line. Drifting back, and fair catch called for at the 27 by Miami. Dolphins once again will have the football. 10-0. Tua, everything that he's thrown for most of this game been short underneath stuff. Haven't really got the running game established. That's been basically the whole season in a nutshell for the Dolphins. Just 8 carries of 20 yards, averaging 2.5 yards per carry. The long rush of 4 by both Duke Johnson and Phillip Lindsay. It's tough to come by rushing the football against the Saints defense. Jalen Waddle's got 4 receptions for 26. Devontae Parker's yet to get a ball thrown in his direction tonight. He was the top receiving leader last game with 6 catches. 4 catches for 68 and a touchdown against the Jets. So if you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching today, being a part here. Special live stream covering some Monday Night Football action today. Dolphins will have the football coming up out of the timeout. Kamara penalized for pushing Christian Wilkins from the backside, which still Miami's going to start deep in their own territory. That was a big, long, booming punt by Blake Gillikin, who has been busy tonight. He's got 3 punts so far in this game, averaging over 45 yards per punt. Just booted a 49-yard punt. As it will be a rush to start things off. And this is for the Dolphins. Phillip Lindsay, who carries for about a gain of 4 to the right side of the hashes. Takes it to around the 32. What's good, Damien on the stream? Welcome in, man. Yeah, huge game as far as the playoff implications here. Both of the teams 7-7. Dolphins are red hot, winning their last 6 games in a row. 2nd down and 6, Miami. Ball spotted at their own 32-yard line. Tua takes the snap for the gun. Handoff at the draw up the middle of Gaskin. Carries past the 35. Taken down around the 36. Another rush of 4. And it'll bring up about a 3rd and 2. Under 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Two tight ends, 2 wide receivers. 1 running back, which is Gaskin on a 3rd and 2 from Miami. Tua from the gun. He will take the snap. Back to pass, fires across the middle. That ball is complete. Jalen Waddle gets another catch and moves the chains past the 45, dragged down from behind around the 46. Penalties flag is down, though. Take a look at the penalty. And it's on the offense. The play has been negated, won't count. Holding by Miami on the offensive line, Liam Eichenberg, number 74, called for the holding penalty. The pressure was coming from the outside edge by Marcus Davenport, and he got called for the hold on Davenport. around the backside. So it backs up the Dolphins, 3rd and 12. It's going to be a designed rush up the middle of the draw by Lindsey, the running back, and he barely gains any yards. Sniffed out up the middle by the Saints defense. They've been stiff against the run in this game. And now bring up a punting situation. Only a gain of 2 by Lindsey. Michael Pilardi back to punt away the football. He's standing at his own 14-yard line. Receives the snap, boots the ball away. It's a long, booming punt, drifting back to around the 25, returned. Takes it to the left side, losing yardage. It lost 1. On the return is New Orleans. They'll start out their own 29-yard line coming up. Never want to run sideways when you have a full field of green turf right out in front of you. And that is exactly not what you want to do on the punt return by Aesop Winston Jr. Saints will have the football coming up out of the timeout. 7:24 left to go in the second. Dolphins up 10-zip. Both these punters been busy tonight. Pilardi and Gillikin both with 3 punts each. Difference in this game was a pick 6 thrown by Ian Book. Right into the hands of Nick Needham, returned it for the touchdown. And that's how we've got to 10-0. 7-zip with a Needham touchdown pick 6, and also field goal with the Dolphins driving inside Saints territory. Tua got blasted from behind at the 15-yard line of the Saints. Lost 30 in a fumble. Saints couldn't recover. The Dolphins recovered, and they kicked a 48-yard field goal by Jason Sanders to get the score to where it is 10-0. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching tonight, being a part here in the stream. Special live stream tonight covering Monday Night Football. Make sure to hit that. Vote in the poll who you got in this one, Dolphins or Saints. Make sure to vote if you haven't already done so. And let me know out in the chat who you got as well. And welcome in, everybody. Closing in on the new year, coming up very soon. Huge game as far as the playoff implications. Dolphins have won 6 straight games in a row. Start out 1-7. They beat teams with a combined record of 29-61 on their 6-game winning streak, beating the Jets twice, the Texans, the Panthers, the Giants, and Baltimore, the outlier game on Thursday Night Football. Huntley for MVP. Welcome in, man. Taking Miami here. Hopefully we'll be able to see some more Tyler Huntley in the field. So this will be Saints football. They'll take over starting at their own 25-yard line. Book from the gun, takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Fires across the middle. That ball complete. Nice spin move. Evades a tackler at the 30. And picks up a 10 on the reception by Marquez Callaway. 5 yards after the catch. Moves the chains. 1st and 10 New Orleans. Pressing circle on the PlayStation control. Marquez Callaway, triangle to soar up, grabs the catch, spin move, evades a tackler at the 30, and 5 more yards after the catch. There we go, Jeanette on the stream. When you get the Miami defense, if you have them in fantasy, looking great right now. 2 sacks and an interception for a touchdown. Book, handoff, left side of the hashes, carry past the 40, and it's good for a gain of 7. Rumbling forward is Mark Ingram. Hey, there we go, Vaughn. Enjoy it while it lasts, because they'll probably be up in the college football playoff 4 for next year. Wouldn't be shocked if they're back in. This is one rare down season of Clemson. Saints have scored 10 points or fewer in the last 7 games in the first half. 6:10 left to go before halftime. Saints will rush Kamara up the middle, and he takes it for a first down carry. It's about a gain of 6 by Kamara. And it moves the chains just shy of midfield for the Saints. If the Saints want to come back in this game, they need to start pounding the rock, getting into a momentum swing here with Alvin Kamara leading the way, getting the ball into his hands. Kamara's got 5 carries of 13 rushing yards. And Kamara yet to record a reception so far. Book, play action, passes. There's the first reception. Pass midfield, Kamara, 45-40. Out of bounds. It's good for a 12-yard catch. And it moves the chains again, but wait, penalty flag is down. And we'll see if this does stand. This is the Saints football, so New Orleans has the ball right now. 5:24 left to go before halftime. The Saints moving the football around midfield. If it stands, it will be 1st and 10 New Orleans, and I believe it will. Looks like roughing the passer, and it is. Brandon Jones gets his hands right at the helmet of Ian Book after he releases the football, and it is an extra 15 awarded to New Orleans after the catch moves the chains, and it's 1st and 10 Saints. So they get Alvin Kamara involved. He got a 12-yard catch. First reception onto the backfield tonight by Kamara. And the football will keep on pushing up further. Ian Book's had 10 dropbacks. He's been hit 5 times, knocked down 4 times, has taken 3 sacks in his NFL debut. This football gets moved up all the way to the 23-yard line now of Dolphins territory. Saints with an ace formation. Book handoff up the middle. Kamara rushes to about the 20, gain of 3 and a carry. Or it's Mark Ingram who actually got the touch, number 14. So Ingram got the touch on that possession. Kamara's going to be the difference maker in this game for the Saints offense. They bring right back into the game Kamara. 2nd down and 6 coming up now for New Orleans. Ball spotted around the 20. First trip inside the red zone for the Saints tonight. Book, handoff, Kamara. He will spin move, breaks a couple tackles, rushes to the 15. 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Saints as they are in striking territory now at the 15 of Dolphin territory. Biggest 3rd down of the night for New Orleans offense comes up right here. The blocking in the first quarter, it was struggling extremely, and now the big boys up front are starting to push the pile forward for the Saints. 3rd down and short for New Orleans at the 15-yard line of Dolphins territory. On 3rd down tonight, Ian Book's been sacked 3 times, and he is 0 for 1 passing. Referees will come in, and a whistle blows, and there will be a timeout taken. It's the first charged timeout in the first half by the Saints. So Sean Payton would like to talk things over right now. The 3rd and 2 coming up for New Orleans. Quick timeout. I think right here, this play, you have to go to Kamara, I feel like. With what Book hasn't been able to do anything on 3rd down so far. I wouldn't trust your quarterback in this type of play in the 3rd and short. I think you go to the running game once again. They're starting to find success with the running game. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 around the 15-yard line of Dolphin territory. Last 2 plays, Saints have had positive plays on the rushing side of the football. Book stumbles in the snap, but hands it off to Kamara. And that timing might have threw him off as Kamara gets met by a brick wall and gains about a half a yard, but it's shy of the 1st down marker. Not enough to the 1st down marker. And Ian Book taking the snap under center. Looked like he stumbled a little bit, trying to hand that one off to Kamara. offensive line couldn't do their job up front. Eric McCoy, the center, tried to push Kamara forward but wasn't able to do so. Sean Payton looking to gamble. He will keep on the offense. 4th and short again for the Saints at the 15-yard line of Dolphins territory. Dolphins defense looks like they're going to stack the box. Kamara in motion now lines up towards the right side. Book under center, looks to draw off the offense offside, and the penalty will come down as the Saints take a delay of game. 5-yard penalty, delay of game by New Orleans, and now they'll kick the field goal. Just looking to draw the Dolphins offside, couldn't get them to budge. Brett Maher will come in. They'll take the points for the Saints. 8 for 9 this season. Long of 42 from the right hash. Will attempt a 38-yard field goal. The snap by Wood. The hold by Gillikin. The kick by Maher is through the uprights. And the Saints put up points on the board for the first time today. 2:45 left to go in the second. The score, Dolphins 10, New Orleans 3. They got points still in that drive. That is crucial. Knowing what the Saints defense has done, still they got opportunities. This could be a field goal type of fest of a game today. Potentially, if the Saints defense keeps on shutting down the Dolphins. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody being a part here on the channel today. I think the difference maker in this matchup, if the Saints want to pull off the victory here at home, they got to go with Alvin Kamara much more. Get him some more touches out of the backfield, check down passes, because that's where he makes things happen. Yards after catch by Kamara, and that's where he is so lethal. He's only got 17 yards in the ground. He's got 1 catch of 12. Maher boots away the football, goes to the back of the end zone. Dolphins will take over at their own 25. That would not happen there. I heard the NBA's thinking about doing something like a mid-season tournament, though. They're thinking about possibly like 2023. They're thinking about it. That it's getting closer. It's not finalized just yet, but it's in the works. That will just be interesting, just to see. I don't know what to expect right there. Like, I wonder if they're gonna play for something, like raise money towards like a cause, like what the TBT does. Handoff draw, left side of the hashes, rushes, gain of 8 on the rush by Duke Johnson Jr. of the Dolphins. Clock will still tick down, 2.5 minutes left to go in the second. Dolphins go back up to the line. Tua from the gun. Johnson lined up to the left side of Tua. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And now he's got in motion Jalen Waddle on the right side. 2nd and 1. Tua goes back up the line, tries to get the defense to jump, and they won't as the clock gets stopped at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Dolphins lead 10-3. Big difference maker this game. 2nd attempted pass in his NFL career. Ian Book throws a pick 6 to Nick Needham. Takes it the distance for the INT touchdown. 28-yard pick 6 by Nick Needham. Ball thrown right to him, and that's the difference in the game. A touchdown, 10-3 Dolphins. Yeah, that would never happen there, Vaughn. Exactly what I thought it would be, a defensive type of game so far. 3 punts each by both of these teams. Ian Book with a pretty solid completion percentage. 5 of 7, started to find some rhythm on the last drive for Book. Started out the game extremely rough. A lot of problems happened to do with the offensive line, especially in the first quarter for New Orleans. Book got sacked 3 times all early in this game. All those sacks occurred on third downs. And then he started throwing a couple really good passes. One to Marquez Callaway for 17 yards. He will definitely not. No, he would not like that. Yeah, you could go ask him and see what happens, but he'll probably say, "How about no?" I don't know. In that instance, what he'd like better for the NHL to have bowl games, or if Joe Buck was calling games for the NHL. How about no? Two minutes left to go before halftime. So we're going to get back to action here in just a moment. Longest rushing play of the game is a 9-yard rush by Duke Johnson. And that just occurred on the last play for the Dolphins. So Tua from the gun, he will take the snap, handoff and a draw to Johnson. Carries it for about 3, and that's a first down. Penalty flag comes flying in late, though. Believe it's going to be on the offense. Cameron Jordan went down for the Saints. And it is on Miami. Austin Jackson holding in the offense. He was working on Jordan. We see here in the carry, delayed handoff up the middle on the draw for Johnson. And we just see right behind Johnson getting ripped down in the hold was Jackson holding Jordan. So it backs up the football. Second down and 11 at the 24 Miami territory. Tua takes a snap, fires underneath, complete past the 30. Waddle with a reception. And forward progress will take him for about a gain of 8 on the catch. So it will bring up a third down and short. Jalen Waddle been the go-to receiver tonight. That is now catch number 5 for 36 receiving yards. Devontae Parker's yet to get a target today. 1:20 left to go before halftime. Third down and 1 for the Dolphins. They have 2 timeouts left to go. Parker has to get signal as he did not know the play all the way in the opposite side of the field. He is in the far outside. Play clock down to 3 and a timeout taken. It will be charged to the Dolphins offense. So Miami now with 1 timeout. Saints with 2 timeouts and a quick timeout here. Devontae Parker not lined up in the proper side of the field, and that is costly for Miami burning a timeout. Especially when they're on a drive that they could go driving down the field and score points. Miami received the opening kick to start things off. So it'll be the Saints who will have the second half kickoff. 1:12 left to go in the second quarter. Tua takes the snap, passes underneath, swing route complete to Waddle, and he gets dragged down from behind out of bounds. 1st and 10 Miami. It's good for around a catch of 12 to Jalen Waddle. Tremendous game that he has had today. He is a magnet on the field. Tua's got extreme confidence in Waddle. 6 catches now for 45 yards. That is 27 yards after the catch tonight by Waddle. 1:07 left to go before halftime. Still inside Miami territory at their own 43. Tua takes a snap, fires, left side, complete. First catch of the night goes to Parker. Able to pick up the first down past midfield. Or it is Waddle once again. That is 17, so that is Waddle. 7 catch for 62. It looked like 11. It was 17. Jalen Waddle on the out route along the left sideline. So it is Jalen Waddle, back-to-back catches. Yeah, he caught that football. It was covering the top of the 7. Number 17, Jalen Waddle. Tua 13 for 15 tonight from the gun. Ball spot at the 40-yard line of Saints territory. Tua takes a snap. Here's a free play. Looks like somebody jumped off sides and the referees blow it dead. It was Marcus Davenport of Saints. They usually let them play that one out. Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down. We're still a couple seconds north of 1 minute left to go before half. 1:02 remaining. So both plays towards the out-of-bounds side. So now it's 1st and 5 for the Dolphins. Dolphins looking to put some more points in this drive. Ball spotted at the 35 of Saints territory. Now we have movement in the offensive line. Looks like gonna heave it up. Tip deflected. Penalty flag is down. It's incomplete. Looking for Devontae Parker as he gets his first target of the night. Paulson Adebo was the one in coverage. And this will be in the offense. False start offensive line. Goes to number 68, Robert Hunt, the one who moved in the offensive line. Or Michael Dieter. Michael Dieter will be the guilty party, referees will say. The center. So it backs him up 10 yards, 45-yard line now of Saints territory. Tua from the gun at the 45 in New Orleans territory. Takes a snap, jots back to pass, steps up in the pocket. Tua passes, wobbly pass across the middle, hauled in by his tight end, Durham Smythe. And that is caught for a gain of 13 on the reception. And Miami will go hurry-up offense. They have one timeout. They will elect not to take it. Ball at the 35. Or ball spotted just inside the 35, around the 32. And the referees will blow it dead. See if this was actually a catch by Smythe. Bobbling as he goes down to the ground. Did he gain control of that, though? Or did he trap it? As he was bobbling that one, turned on his side on the turf by Durham Smythe as we see the juggle. And that looks like it could be coming back. That's an incompletion. Smythe does not have his hands around it as he juggles it. Tries to trap it. This looks like it's coming back. Looking at this last replay. Bobbled on his thigh. And then we see tries to gain possession, but he traps it. He only has one. He has a fist around it, and his second arm comes in with his hand and covers it up late. This looks like it's going to be incomplete. You can go for the one-handed catch, but you have to maintain possession. That looks like as it hit the turf, it was bobbled. Yeah, definitely agree, Vegas. I've thought that for years. In my opinion, I think they should expand to 16. Rolling on the field, initial call was pass happened to be complete for a 13-yard catch to Durham Smythe, which would bring up a 3rd down and 2. Referees are taking a look at this, though. Looks like this is going to be coming back. Referee's still looking at the review monitor right now for this call. We have 39 seconds left to go before halftime. Big call on the field. It would put Miami at the edge of field goal territory if this pass was complete. Here's the call by the referees. Wow, play stance is called. The referees say that he had enough there with a fist in the football to maintain possession by Durham Smythe, and that will stand as a 13-yard catch. And actually, this is second down, so it will bring up a second down and 2. They had the holding penalty the play before, so that's where they replayed the down. So second down and 2 for Miami. It will result in a 13-yard reception by Durham Smythe, the tight end for the Dolphins. He's got 3 catches for 31. "33 seconds left to go before halftime. 2 timeouts by the Saints, 1 timeout by the Dolphins. This last minute's taken quite some time. Ball spotted at the 32. They need to get to the 30 for the first down. Tua from the gun, 3rd and 2. Takes a snap, fires a deep ball down the left sideline. It is incomplete. Out of bounds, looking for his main target of the night, Jalen Waddle, and it brings up a 3rd down and short. Yeah, I didn't think it was a catch either. He had one fist on the ball as he was juggling, didn't have the other one, other hand on it either. I was shocked to see that they rolled as a catch as Tua gets sacked from behind. Watch out, that is not a good look on the fall by Tua. Drop back from behind for a 10-yard loss by Cameron Jordan. 3rd sack of the night by the Saints, and to put the Dolphins out of field goal range with under 30 seconds left to play. That is dangerous. Tua falls down on his backside with his knees trapped underneath as his back goes down. Good to see Tua's up and okay. 4 seconds left to play before halftime, and the Dolphins will burn a timeout. 4th and 11. Miami will looking like they're going to take a Hail Mary shot as they are out of field goal range. Unless they do go for an extremely long field goal. Four seconds left to play, and they will go for an extremely long field goal here. Jason Sanders, career long, 56 yards last season at the Cardinals. He is kicking in a dome, though, so no wind. He's going to kick from 59. The snap, the hold, the field goal by Sanders. And it will not count. The Saints will call a timeout before Sanders kicks the field goal. So 59 yards from the right hash. From the view behind the goalpost, that is from the right hash. From the kicker's view, it's from the left hash that the kicker's kicking from. This will be a 59-yard attempt in the dome by Sanders. From Sanders' left hash. The snap, the hold, the field goal drifting towards the right, and it is no good. To the right of the crossbar, it went. Here we go into halftime. Looked like it had a distance, but not accurate enough to get booted through the uprights. 10-3 to score. The Saints will get the football to start off the second half. Jason Sanders with his kick sails just wide right. What's good, Thunder? Welcome to the stream. Rick on the stream, welcome in, man. Yeah, it's so if you're one of those AFC wildcard teams, you're hoping that the Saints win. If you're an NFC wildcard team, you're hoping that the Dolphins win in this game. That's basically, this game is huge, especially for teams watching right now. Philadelphia, San Francisco looking for the Dolphins to win this game. And then Baltimore, the Chargers, the Raiders, all looking for the Saints to win this game. And there's multiple teams, especially in the AFC, that's still in the hunt at the moment. All keeping an eye on this game. The Browns, the Steelers, the Broncos still alive, but at the very bottom of the playoff hunt. The Browns and Broncos are 7-8, so barely alive. And then the Steelers are 7-1. The Raiders, the Chargers, the Ravens, all at 8-7, and just crushing for the Chargers. Crushing for the Chargers that they lost against the Texans yesterday, because it dropped them all the way back to 8 now. What's good, Diane? Welcome to the stream. And then out in the NFC, things going to tighten the playoff race. Even though they got destroyed last night, Washington is still not eliminated yet. Washington 6-9. The Falcons are still alive. Falcons are 7-8. Same as the Vikings. The Saints at 7-7. And then the Eagles and 49ers watching this one closely at 8-7. The Cardinals have clinched a playoff spot that they are in danger. They've gone from first now to fifth in the NFC. Yeah. This game will be a tie with a field goal each. Big difference in this game. Second pass play of the game on the first drive. Ian Book throws a pick six to Nick Needham of Miami. And that's been the difference maker, 10-3. It's been a sack fest so far in this game today. Ian Book's taken 3 sacks. Tua's taken 2 sacks today. Jacoby Brissett took a sack. It was on like a quarterback bootleg that they went for on the 3rd and short, and he lost like a half a yard. He could have just ran it up the middle. I did not get the play call there. Last 2 spots right now in the NFC. Yeah, I'm going to take the Niners and the Eagles. Minnesota is playing against Green Bay next week, Sunday Night Football. Saints have been like a roller coaster this season. If they win this game, that kudos to them if the Saints win this game with Ian Book under center. Their defense is something special if they win the game. The Saints still have a chance, especially if they win this game right here tonight. They have to win this one because it opens up the door. They got 2 games after that, Carolina and the Falcons. Certainly both of those are winnable. So Tennessee 10-5, Indianapolis 9-6. Yeah, Tennessee swept Indy too in the regular season, so they'll have the head-to-head in case both of them finish with the same record. Tennessee's got Miami and Houston. That game can go either way against the Dolphins. If Tennessee's going to win that game, they're going to have to step up in the secondary because Miami hasn't been strong rushing the football this year. And then Houston, they should be able to get that game. If they don't take the game against Houston, that's a major problem. Indianapolis coming up. So even if Tennessee wins one and loses one, they'd still be ahead of Indianapolis because they swept them in the head-to-head. Diane taking the Saints. Welcome in. Indy's got the Raiders coming up. Indy is red hot. Raiders been like a seesaw this season. Then they get the Jaguars to close out. So that's both of the teams end on AFC South opponents extremely easy. Should be able to win those games. Yeah, I think so. So he's closing in on, I think he's got 90 now for receptions for Waddle. Because he's seen some significant volume today. So Waddle's got 7 catches for 62. Yep, so he's already surpassed. So he's surpassed that today. That's right. Yeah, I think he's gonna get it for rookie of the year possibly. Jamar Chase is, yeah. Yeah, Jamar Chase is risen earlier. Yeah, it's probably going to be Chase right now. Wow, yeah, he exploded because Joe Burrow yesterday was unstoppable. Yeah. So Tennessee would win the AFC South unless they go 0-2, and then the Colts, and then the Colts either go 1-1 or 2-0. Yeah, potentially for Mac. He's gonna have to have a big bounce back game coming up on Sunday. Chicago wins. There we go. So Chicago Bulls 1-2-3 pumped up about that. They beat the Hawks 130-118. Celtics are trailing against the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are without basically the majority of their starters, and I know they're without Jason Tatum tonight, but that's just sad. 87-81 Minnesota with 8.5 minutes left to go, fourth quarter. Hornets won over the Rockets tonight, 123-99. That would be a no there, Vaughn. Yeah, Tennessee's got Alabama coming up for hoops this week. Should be a good game. Gonna release this poll right now since we're at halftime. Thanks so much all for voting in the poll. Dolphins took the poll 71-29. I don't think so for 2021. I hope not. I think I'm going to be back on a Wednesday. I hope to cover LSU against Auburn and then Tennessee against Alabama for the 2 college basketball games on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday night's probably going to be the last night, most likely, for 2021. It's been crazy with like games getting canceled. I was planning on doing Virginia Tech against North Carolina, and then Virginia Tech happened to go on a pause now, so that game got canceled. I don't know why they put on ESPNU LSU against Auburn, 2 teams in the top 25, and luckily they had switched that game over to ESPN now, so that's huge. Yeah, it's just really sad there. I know they're without Tatum. Still got Jaylen Brown, but yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns isn't playing. D'Angelo Russell isn't playing either. No Anthony Edwards. Naz Reid isn't playing for Minnesota. And they have a bunch of players who got put in the health and safety protocol within like the last couple of days, and it's just not good. That's a game you gotta have. Yeah, I was planning on covering for tomorrow Houston against Cincinnati, but that game got postponed and there was never like a replacement game or anything. No replacement game. So on Wednesday, if it stays put, I plan on covering LSU Auburn. That's at 7. And then Tennessee, Alabama. That's at 9. Duke against Clemson got postponed. Duke's has their next 2 games postponed. Virginia Tech, UNC got postponed. Marquette, St. John's got postponed. Florida State, Boston College got postponed. Multiple games getting postponed. Illinois has had trouble lately with cases, so their game got postponed. It's too bad. So many good games that we're losing. Like it seems like college basketball hasn't played in weeks, because there were barely any games last week. Like nobody played. You looked at the top 25, and it was that Villanova versus Xavier game. So you see what the top 25 looks like. Villanova's back in. Xavier's moved down. And then all the teams around it, like Providence +1, Colorado State +1, moving up in the rankings 1 spot. Like Kentucky moved up 1 in the rankings because there wasn't like anybody playing. So we start out now, quarter number 3. Saints will have the football first as they go from the gun, right to left in the field. Book play action, rolls out to his right, passes underneath, complete to his tight end, who gets around 4 on the catch to the 29. That is Ethan Wolf, second catch of the game. He had the first reception of the night from Book on the first ever pass that he attempted in NFL history. Yeah, hopefully not there, Vegas. All fingers crossed right now for Providence. Handoff up the middle to the 30. Minimal yardage. 1 yard gain and a carry for the Saints. It will bring up a 3rd down and 5. The rush goes to Kamara. Yeah, so the T-Wolves tonight, their starting 5 was Jaden McDaniels, Nathan Knight, who has scored 20 points in 26 minutes, Josh Okogie, Jordan McLaughlin, and Malik Beasley. That's the starting 5. Like, all young guys. Like, been in the league for, like, a couple seasons. 3rd down and 5. Takes a snap. Book fires. Left side. Almost threw an interception. Diving was Van Ginkel. Off his fingertips. And it will bring up a punting situation. Book threw it right into double coverage. Looking for Kamara. And Kamara's covered on either side, and Van Ginkel just reads it right, jumps it, and almost had himself. If he stands up, that's a pick 6. Diving forward off of his outstretched fingertips. Standing back at his own 16-yard line, Blake Gillikin, the punter, receives the snap, boots it away. Long booming punt, and it will be a fair catch around the 24 by Holland of the Dolphins. So we're going to go on the first media break here to start out quarter number 3. 13:37 left to go in the third. Short drive for the Saints, 3-and-out results. Yeah, not too happy about that one dude there Vaughn puts out. Yeah, it's just unfortunate all these games keep on getting canceled. Like, it constantly is happening. Especially in the world of college basketball, because this is a big reflection as far as this season going forward. Who's going to play in the tournament, and these games matter. And teams like USC and UCLA, where they keep on going on pauses, where they've been on a pause for like half of the month already, they're just going to find themselves cramming games, like going on 10 straight games in a row if it keeps it up going into their conference tournament. That's what it's got to the point right now. And some of these teams are really smart, it seems like, and they're scheduling teams to replace teams. And I've seen that Kentucky did that last week against Western Kentucky. Kansas just did that today, as they'll take on Nevada, which is a better game, in my opinion, than what they had scheduled. They had Harvard, which, I mean, Harvard's not bad this season, but I mean, big difference between Ivy and Mountain West. And Harvard is now on a pause. Nevada jumps in to replace Harvard as they'll take on Kansas, and that game gets put on ESPN+. That game got put on ESPN Plus when Nevada was considered a top 45 team in the preseason. TCU has just gone on a pause, so their game got canceled. Northwestern's game got canceled today. UConn has gone on a pause. And sending my thoughts out to head coach Dan Hurley, who he got put in isolation and is one of the tests that came back positive. It's just really, really bad up here in the Northeast. It's terrible. Texas Tech moved back their Big 12 opener all the way to January 13th. That's That's like what we're in right now. Usually conference play will open up around like the 1st of January for everybody. Texas Tech moved it back 2 weeks later to the 13th against Oklahoma State for their conference season opener. Yeah, it's crazy. Arku, welcome in, man. 2nd and 5. Like, I don't know how they're going to complete a season at this point if they keep on canceling games like this. Handoff, carry to the right side, and gets a loss of 4 to carry back at the 25-yard line. Going backwards was Phillip Lindsay. Under 13 minutes left to go in the third. 3rd down and 9 now for the Dolphins. Tua from the gun. He's got 2 receivers lined up to the left. Now in motion left side is Gesicki. Tua evades the pressure, steps up, fires across the middle, and he overthrows it. Intercepted by the Saints. And it is Marshawn Lattimore gets the pick on Tua. Tua just overthrows that one to the middle of the defense, and Lattimore, right place, right time, just there to track it down and get the interception. Steps up in the pocket, launches across the middle, and he had a wide open receiver. That was Waddle, who he had a wide open, and he just flings it and overthrows. Looks like it was intended for Matt Collins and well over his head. Sails well over the head of Matt Collins and picked off by Lattimore. Saints take over the football now at their own 36. They go into ace formation. Kamara in the backfield. Book. Play action. Back to pass. He'll step up, scramble, sacked from behind for a loss of 1. Back at the 35-yard line. There's a penalty flag down, though, so we'll take a look at the call. And it's going to be on the offense. Yeah, so I think the NFL should be fine, because the amount of players in the NFL that you have, like, amount available to play that can fill in off of like waivers or practice squad players, and they've been flexible moving games in case. But the big question mark comes in more so because hockey keeps on postponing. The Bruins don't play a game until the new year. Saints will take the sack. Brings up a 2nd down and 11. They decline the penalty for the hold. Or it will be Dolphins who took the sack. 2nd and 11. So Dolphins decline the penalty. Book. Play action. Back to pass. Launches. And across the numbers, this ball is complete for a catch of 13 to Callaway, and it moves the chains. Ian Book. Nice pass to Callaway. Able to find him. They've started to find some connections together in this matchup. He found the longest pass back in the first half, 17-yard catch. Down the left sideline, Book tonight 7 for 10 passing. Book takes a snap, handoff to Ingram, rumbles past midfield, gain of 2 on the rush to the 49. Yeah, I hope everything will be well there, Dakota. I hope everybody here will be okay, and hopefully not get it. Hopefully this passes by and things start to get better real soon. Second down and 8 for the Saints. Ball spot the 49-yard line of Dolphins territory. Book ace formation, play action. Steps in the pocket, pressure coming, flushed out to his left. Book Throws and a run, out of bounds, incomplete, out of the tackle box. Pressure was coming in from the right side. Rushing book. That was number 92, Zach Seiler. The one who came in. Forced him out of the pocket. Book on third down tonight, just 0 for 2 passing. He's been sacked 3 times, and he threw a pick 6 on his first drive on third down. Here he goes from the ace formation. And a timeout. It's the first charge timeout to Sean Payton and the Saints, as they did not look like they had the correct formation. They had Adam Prentice, the fullback, lined up in the backfield. Saints got coming up the Panthers and the Falcons. They lost to both of those teams this season. Chance to get revenge on both of them. And this is a massive game between these two teams because both 7-7 right now just outside the wild card in their conferences. Third down and 8. Book from the gun. He's got Kamara lined up right side in the backfield. Takes a snap. Book back to pass. Pressure coming, and he will step up and get sacked. Drop back at the 48-yard line. Ian Book sacked for the 4th time on third down in this game. As the pressure comes in from behind, records the sack by Miami. Brandon Jones was able to come in from the secondary, patiently waiting for Book to step up in the pocket. He did. As the pressure came in from behind, Seiler and Wilkins from behind, and then Jones was able to find him and pick him down for the sack. 15 punts inside the 10-yard line, most in the NFL this season by Blake Gillikin, and he pins the Dolphins just in front of the 10 around the 14. That's where Miami will take over. 9:40 left to go in the third. Dolphins still up by 7. Yeah, things went pretty well for Christmas. Hopefully not there, Vaughn. I'm thinking of another name that will probably be there, and not the one currently. Not much going on as far as moving the football tonight. 9 first downs by the Dolphins, 6 by the Saints. Been a defensive type of matchup, low-scoring type of game. Yeah, Miami on their 6-game winning streak, putting this one into a tight AFC East. So yeah, Buffalo and the Patriots both at 9-6 at the moment, and Dolphins at 7-7. Patriots take on the Dolphins in the season finale, which you honestly don't know, especially the Patriots just have to get back to what's been working for them. Pound the rock, run the football, and led by their defense. And when they play from behind, it's been difficult because the defense really just gave the Patriots a disadvantage yesterday in that game. They started out from behind and they kept on being from behind, and they're not a good team when they play from behind. So like they're not a team that they don't want to be in a foot race with you. They would like to play traditional style football, pound the rock, control the time of possession, and be out in front. That's the game that they'll play. They're not a team that wants to be in shootouts and can thrive upon that. Well, Minnesota's beating the Celtics 104-98 in the final minute. Jalen Noel, third-year player from Washington, scoring 26 points off the bench. They have basically all like second, third-year players for Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels, 17 points. Nathan Knight's got 20. Noel's got 26. Wow. Greg Monroe, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Haven't heard this name in ages. Wow. From Minnesota. Yeah, you have... What? Yeah, Greg Monroe hasn't played in the league for over 2 years. He played with the Celtics back in 2018. And he's got double-digit points against Boston. Yikes. I know they're without Tatum tonight, but we'd think they'd still get it done on the road at Minnesota. That's a problem. We're back to action. 9.5 left to go in the third. 2nd and 10 Miami as they rush left side. Nothing really there on the carry. It's by Gaskin. State's defense been stout against the run all season long. Miami coming into this game at the very bottom of the NFL in rushing yards. And today just 15 carries for 41 rushing yards. Saints only have 12 carries for 36. Nine minutes left to go in the third. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Tua goes empty backfield from the gun. He takes a snap. Back to pass, steps up, fires a deep ball down the right sideline. He's got open by 1 step, drops into the breadbasket at the 45-yard line. It is Mac Hollins with a reception. Longest play of the game. Tua to Mac Hollins. That is good for a 40-yard reception down the right sideline. Dropped it right into the breadbasket as he was a step behind his defender. One-on-one coverage. Did he have that cleanly going to the ground, though? Referees will blow the whistle and take a look at it. Paulson Adebo was the one in coverage. Got beat by a step. That looks like it's a catch. Able to turn over with it. He was juggling, but it looked like he remained possession. We don't see that football hit the turf. Not in that last replay. So we're going to take a timeout. What's good? She wants Crosby. Welcome to stream. Yeah, it's just unfortunate there. That's a game they have to have. Wow, the Suns are losing tonight. 60-48 against Memphis. Last time I checked, Phoenix didn't have anybody like in the health and safety protocol. Hey, have a nice night there, Dakota. Yeah, it's over 100. It's crazy. They just keep on. There's players. I guess the good thing though is for all these players that's been awaiting a chance in the NBA or waiting to get back after years of not playing, gives them the opportunity to do so and show off what they've got to have a second chance. Actually, Kemba Walker called it like a blessing in disguise for him because he just didn't play until he got benched, and then he gets put back as a starter once the Knicks started to miss players, and he's just gone off ever since. I mean, the NFL can do it because they've been flexible all around the schedule. They're going to keep on playing. The NBA didn't shut down on Christmas, so they're going to keep on playing with a whole thing that you can get players just off of the waiver wire and have them signed for players that's available. NHL shutdown, but it's coming back. The big question mark is going to be college sports. Because March Madness is coming up in March, and you only have like 12, 13 players on the roster for college basketball. You can't go out and get players like the NBA can. There's no free agency for college. As the Dolphins going to attempt a flea flicker. Tua inside the 30 completes the pass over to Waddle as he rushes out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Flea flicker works to success for Miami. It's the Tua Waddle connection that's been huge tonight. 8 catches for 86 receiving yards by Jalen Waddle. And you got a long of 24 right there from the pass by Tua. Ball spotted just shy of the red zone at the 21. 43 of those yards, so half of those yards after the catch tonight by Waddle. From the pistol, Tua takes a snap, handoff. Up the middle, bulldozes over one man. Duke Johnson Jr. keeps on rumbling forward. That's a gain of 10 and a first down. At the 11 of Saints territory, Dolphins finding success on this drive. A big hole, boom. Right over one man, he barrel rolled through. Zach Bond, a linebacker. Bond tried to tug it on his jersey from behind, but Duke Johnson able to slip away for a 10-yard rush. Johnson comes out during this play. 7:20 left to go remaining in the third. Dolphins at the 11. They will go with a running back lined up in the backfield behind under center. Takes the snap is Lindsey, and he carries for 4. Second time we've seen that today. HB draw under center for Phillip Lindsay. Moving the football to the 6-yard line now of Saints territory. 5th in the NFL in red zone offense for the Dolphins. 1st in the NFL in the red zone defense for the Saints. Offense meets defense right now at the 6. Tua back under center from the gun. Lindsey lines up to the right side. Tua handoff. Lindsey draw up the middle. Carries for about 3 to the 3. It'll be 3rd down coming up from Miami. Oh yeah, I know I'm in a championship game. Yep, need a lot more pieces for my depth of my team coming up for next week. 3rd down and 2. Miami with the ball. Tua receives the snap, passes. He is stripped from behind up to the end zone. It's incomplete. They're going to say it's a pass. His arm is moving forward. The Saints almost stripped them there. One more step, that would have been a fumble most likely. There's a penalty flag down. So the pass fell incomplete. Back of the end zone, batted down. And it's on the defense. Roughing the passer, too. First one was holding by the defense. Second penalty is roughing the passer by the defense. So 2 penalties on the Saints. Automatic first down brings up a 1st and goal now for the Dolphins. Coming from behind, it was Marcus Davenport. Putting his arm to the shoulder area as Tua was going down. Throwing that football to the back of the end zone. First and goal now at the 1.5-yard line for the Dolphins. They go in the power I. Johnson, the running back. Tua under center. Handoff up the middle. Johnson. He gets met for no gain. Back of the line of scrimmage. Brick wall by the Saints defense, and it holds there. 2nd down and goal at the 1.5. Johnson will check out of the game on this next play. Now comes in Phillip Lindsay. Tua will go empty, though, from the gun. Now they go motion with Lindsey from left to right. Lining up, motioning in the backfield. Tua juggles this one over to the right side. Misdirection. Falling into the end zone. It is Waddle for 6. Oh, what a play call right there. Little pitch to Waddle. So wide receiver misdirection towards his right side. Gets it for the 1-yard touchdown rush. Waddle was in motion in the backfield. It was Lindsey who is motioning behind Tua towards from the right to the left side. And Waddle came across from left to right. Received the pitch from Tua and sweeps it into the end zone. Dives across the goal line for the touchdown. Nice play call there by the Dolphins. Nine plays, 86 yards, 4.5 minutes in the drive. Extra point by Sanders. Sneaks it through the right upright, and it's good. 17-3 to score. 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. First touchdown since the pick 6 on the first drive of the game by New Orleans, and that is the first offensive touchdown of the night. It took them almost 35 minutes to get the first offensive touchdown of the game. It's been that type of game today. Defense, 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 and then Tua to Waddle. A couple big passes downfield. Tua had a massive pass, 40 yards to Matt Collins on the drive. He had another solid pass to Waddle, and then Waddle able to cash it in. And there was a good run, 10-yard run by Duke Johnson, just bulldozing over a defender. That's the longest run of the game. Not much as far as the rushing tonight. No really big rushing plays. Just the 10-yard rush by Johnson. That's the longest one. 19 carries for 59, only 3 yards per carry for the Dolphins. 12 for 36 on the ground by the Saints tonight. And they've got 3 yards per carry. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, being a part here tonight for the special live stream. The Dolphins looking to even things up at 8-7 in the standings, along with the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Raiders. Dolphins also beat the Ravens back on Thursday Night Football, so they have that head-to-head. They've not played the Chargers this season, so they don't have them on the schedule this season. And the Dolphins had lost back in September against the Raiders in overtime. The Raiders in overtime. That game was back all the way back in September. Looking at it right here, Dolphins have a better record as far as division record than the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Raiders. Dolphins are 3-2 in their division. In the AFC West, Raiders are 2-3, Chargers are 2-2, Ravens are only just 1-4 against AFC North teams. What am I looking forward to in 2022? Getting things back to where we were pre-2020, hopefully. Things will start to get better, I hope. I'm looking forward to March Madness again. Hopefully that happens this year and it's not a total duplicate of what happened in 2020. Because right now it's not looking good. See, professional sports will keep on playing. They'll find ways to keep on playing. Saints start off at their own 25-yard line. Ace formation, handoff, book to Kamara, cuts to his right, stiff arm. Past the 30, down the right sideline, and his rush goes for around 10. Right at the first down marker. That's the longest rush of the game for New Orleans. 5:03 left to go in the third. Alvin Kamara able to bounce outside. Yeah, professional sports will always keep on going because professional sports have been finding ways to get through this. Like the NFL, if things get, if worse comes to worse, we already saw last week, they'll just move the games to Tuesday. They had thought about postponing up to 3 games last week and played them. Moving a game from Saturday to Monday and then 2 games to Tuesday. Rush up the middle. Stutter step by Kamara, and he gains around 2. We'll bring up about a 2nd and 8. The big question mark is going to be college basketball, March Madness, these conference tournaments. If this is still going on around March, we're in a big problem for college basketball. Never mind college football now. With bowl games getting canceled, we still got the college football playoff semifinals coming up on New Year's Eve. And then the championship game. Check down pass, book to Kamara, got intercepted, ripped out of the hands of Kamara. There is a penalty flag down the near sideline. See about this call. Holding on the offense. Penalty declined. And it's going to be 3rd down. So it will be Saints holding the play. So the play that occurred on the field, Sean Payton obviously. Yeah, he Saints got away with one here because this is going to get stopped now. I wonder if Flores is going to challenge this or not. I don't think so. Yeah, that ball was ripped away from Kamara's hands, but it was down the near sideline. Looked like it was out of bounds, so it will be out of bounds. 3rd and 12. Pass underneath, complete. Stiff arm and dragged down at the 40, not enough. 5 yards shy of the first down marker. Catch was made by number 84, little Jordan Humphrey. And there will be another punt tonight for New Orleans. Yeah, I'm shocked too as far as games, like more so for basketball in an arena where things are closer. I'm shocked that they're still allowing fans in there. Different places have policies for like mask policy, vaccination policy to enter the arenas. This will get fair caught around the 19-yard line. But now I don't think some of the states have like policies yet for that, or like colleges for policies. Because I see some of the games and there's like fans closely packed in there, and other ones that they have to require masking. All right, so another media break from the game. 2:48 left to go in the third. 17-3 Dolphins. Saints struggling to move the football down the field all throughout the night. Only got 7 first downs. One of those first downs was helped by penalties. 0 for 8 tonight on 3rd down for the Saints. Dolphins are 5 for 11. This game's been totally different from the one I last covered, the Chargers-Chiefs. They were constantly going for on 4th down. Yeah, Vaughn's looking forward to the Winter Olympics in February. Yeah, I can only imagine why he doesn't want to watch the Winter Olympics. It seemed like the Summer Olympics just happened. If the Winter Olympics even happen, I don't know if that's going to be the case now. I don't think they have like any bubble prepared. It's like, I feel like this is going to keep on getting worse. Like around like January 10th. The kids are on break right now, and then kids are going back to school next week. College students come back for college break usually around like mid-January. Like it's already like out of control right now, and it's the holidays. Never mind, we haven't even got past the New Year, and then into the first month, because that's when the worst month was last year. Was the first month, because I remember last year the Celtics had like 2 weeks in a row just postponed in early January. Dolphins have a 19% chance to make the playoffs with a win today. If they lose, it would be a 3% chance. We come back from action. Ball spotted at their own 19-yard line. Tua from the pistol. Lindsey right behind him in the backfield. Tua, handoff up the middle. Lindsey rushes past the 20, carries it 2 around the 23. Gain of 4 in the rush brings up a 2nd and 6. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark left to go third quarter. Hey, there we go. 11-3, 11-5, 11-5. Awesome there, man. Tua, handoff up the middle. Lindsey chopped up, gains around 3. And it will result in a third down and about 2. Now for the Dolphins, under 2 minutes in the third. Gee, 5 weeks. Oh, man. That's not good. I can only imagine just 5 weeks stuck in another country. Like, I don't know how that works or so. Like, getting, like, resources like food able to be provided to you. Like, how in the world would that work? 3rd and 2 coming up. Tua from the gun. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Steps up. Flushed out to his left. Tua will rush for it. Diving. Ooh, he gets hit hard at the helmet. No flag comes flying, and he's about a yard shy of the first down marker. Saints get a stop defensively. It's P.J. Williams. As Tua was lowering the shoulder, trying to stretch it out, and Williams pounds him hard. That should be targeting, and no call. Right to the helmet level. P.J. Williams took down Tua, and the referee right on the far side next to all that occurred just didn't see it. So it happens to be a 3 and out. The Dolphins will punt it away. How did that not go down his helmet to helmet for a penalty? Pilardi boots it, bounces. Oh, nice bounce inside the 20. 15 takes a generous Dolphins bounce and fielded at around the 11. Saints get pinned back deep in their own territory. Start around their own 11-yard line. Pretty fast game tonight. 28 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 17-3 to score. Only one offensive touchdown in the game. It was Jalen Waddle who got a pitch from Tua. They counted as a passing touchdown. Tua tonight, 17 for 22 passing, 181 through the air. Ian Book rolls out to his right, passes down the far sideline. It's caught. About a gain of 5 on the catch. As it goes to Kenny Stills. Former Dolphin for Kenny Stills gets his first reception of the night. Andrew, welcome back in here, man. They could have one last play before the end of the third. We'll see what happens here. Saints will take the snap with Kamara. Up the middle, rushes, and he's tackled down low for a gain of 2. On an HB direct snap. To the 33-yard line he goes, and that's how they end the third quarter. Dolphins up 17-3 to score as we close out the end of 3. If you're new on the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you'd like to be notified here, future live streams I do cover. Haven't seen much shots being taken downfield But a rookie quarterback from Notre Dame, Ian Book, 10 for 14 passing, 75 passing yards, and a pick 6 on his first drive. Third play of the game. That's one big touchdown that they allowed, and then the other one by the defense of the Saints. It's been a defensive type of game all throughout the night tonight. 4 punts by the Dolphins, 6 punts by the Saints. Dennis, welcome in, man. Dolphins looking like they're going to close on 7 in a row. Huge game as far as the wildcard standings, because it would be Miami tied with Baltimore, the Chargers, and the Raiders, if Miami's able to close this out. Yeah, that would not be a good idea to go there. Starting off the fourth quarter. I'm trying to see if there's like a playoff scenario thing that they have. I'll see if I can dig one up. 3rd and 5 coming up. Saints with the football as we start the fourth. Book pass. Goes across the middle, complete, but is shy by a yard of the first down marker. Catch made for 4 yards by Marquez Callaway. For the Saints, you're in 4 down territory right now, and you only have 1 timeout as well for New Orleans. 4th and 1. Looks like the Saints will go for it. They're back inside their own 38-yard line. From the gun is Book. He takes the snap, flushed out towards his right. Book, pressure coming, pump fake, gotta get rid of it, and he throws it out of bounds. On a 4th and 1, out of the pocket, you have to put that in the field of play, and he throws the football out of bounds, and that's a turnover on downs. A rookie mistake by Ian Book. I don't care what you do. Throw across your body to extend the play. Don't throw it out of bounds. That's the thing you cannot do. The second worst thing to taking a sack. And he throws the ball out of bounds off of a pump fake on a 4th and 1. And the Dolphins will take over at the 39-yard line of Saints territory. At least give a receiver a chance to catch the football and extend the play. Man. Dolphins from the gun. Waddle in motion as he will get the pitch toss towards the right side. And rushes past the 35 to around the 33. It's good for around a 6-yard reception. They'll count it. That's exactly what happened on the touchdown grab. Tua to a short pitch on a sweep to Waddle, as they count as a catch. He's got 10 catches now for 92 and a touchdown. Second down and 5 for the Dolphins. Tua escapes the pressure, flushed out to his left, passes complete. Gesicki catches it inside the 25, out of bounds around the 21. So Mike Gesicki gets catch number 3 of the night, hauls in all 3 of his targets. That's good for a 12-yard reception down the near sideline. 3 catches of 22. Approaching the 13-minute mark left to go. Tua approaching 200 yards through the air. He's 19 for 24, 198. Ball spotted a yard shy of the red zone, 21-yard line of Saints territory. Tua from the gun, empty backfield. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Fires. Quick one. Drops. Right corner. Just shy of the goal line. It's incomplete. Gesicki was... Or it was the other tight end. Yeah, it was Gesicki. Gesicki was swarmed on one-on-one coverage, working on C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Gardner-Johnson holding all over him, and there was no call. No call by Gardner-Johnson, holding all over Gesicki at the 5. Second and 10 from the pistol. Tua gets the snap, handoff up the middle. It is Lindsey who carries to the 16. Gain of 5. Third down and 5 coming up for the Dolphins at the 16. Empty backfield. Tua takes a snap, passes. Quick slant off the top of the fingertips is incomplete. Looking for Gaskin. Right at the first down marker. Tua too high in the pass off the top fingertips of a soaring Gaskin. Gaskin could have caught it. That would have been close to the first down. He took a shot by Pete Warner. Jason Sanders, 1 for 2. He missed a field goal from 59 right before halftime. Made one for 48 from the left hash. Sanders on a 34-yard attempt to snap the hold. The kick by Sanders is through the uprights. 20-3 Miami. As we have 12:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. Game of the defenses, a pick 6. Shortest touchdown you'll ever have in the NFL. 2 with a waddle across the field, 1 yard on a little pitch sweep into the end zone. And then tacking on 2 field goals. That's been the difference maker of this game, as the Saints have failed to move the football constantly downfield all game long. Miami with 15 first downs, New Orleans just with 7. And the Saints 0 for 9 on third downs. And then they go for it at around their own 38 on fourth down last drive, and they fall short. Trying to see if there's any, scenarios. Going to be something. There's usually something that comes out with a playoff predictor that they usually have every year that you can predict. Okay, so even if the Dolphins do win, they'd be tied for that. Oh, they would take the 7 seed. Okay, so I just plugged in the Dolphins on this. Interesting. Okay, so this NFL playoff machine over on ESPN, because Miami beat Baltimore in the head-to-head, the Dolphins would move up to the 7th seed, according to this playoff predictor on ESPN. So they would be in line to take on Tennessee if the season ended after Week 16. So the Dolphins would move up from 11 to 7 after the conclusion of this game, holding on to the victory. Wow. So they'd be ahead of the Chargers, ahead of the Raiders, even though they did lose to Las Vegas. And they beat the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Yep, so Miami is right now 3rd in the AFC East. It is tight there. Buffalo and the Patriots both 9-6, and then the Dolphins going to be 8-7. Richard Young planning on visiting Florida A&M. Yeah, that's becoming a trend more now for college sports, going to HBCUs. It's going to make the playing field, I know for basketball, make it more level. Take recruits away from the Blue Bloods, and you won't be seeing those teams. I know for basketball, say a team like Texas Southern or Prairie View A&M or Howard. You wouldn't see those types of teams as a 16 seed. Further down the road, you'll see those teams better seeds if more of those recruits go that way in the future. Start the HBCU movement. Ian Book, minimal yardage on a quarterback rush up the middle as he was trying to escape the pocket. Picked up 2. It's going to bring a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Book. He takes the snap at his own 22-yard line, and he gets swarmed. Loses 14 on the sack. Javon Holland was there. Jerome Baker up the middle. 14 yards by Ian Book, as there was just no pass protection whatsoever. And it brings up a 3rd and a mile for the Saints. Back at their own 8-yard line. 3rd and 20. Dolphins have 31 sacks over the last 6+ games. Their defense has come alive. Book takes the snap, handoff in the draw, up the middle. Kamara rushes the middle side of the hashes, past the 25. Oh, what a carry! As it looks like he's just about a yard shy of the 1st down marker. He got 19 on a rush up the middle, and it will bring up a 4th and 1. 4-down territory once again for the Saints. They will go for it. They get their offense up to the hurry-up. Book, quarterback keeper up the middle, lowers his shoulders, good on the 2-yard quarterback sneak, and it's a 1st down. That is the longest rush of the game for New Orleans. 19 yards on a 3rd and 20 by Kamara. Under 10 minutes left to play. Saints have it at their own 32. Book takes a snap, fires across the middle underneath. Kamara catches for around 2 to the 34. Everything short underneath. We do have a penalty flag in the ground. I do not remember that, Vaughn. I remember when I was a kid in middle school, though, they had the H1N1, and I remember things were pretty concerning about that, but now we're in a whole different time period. Illegal use of hands by Miami in the secondary. That will result in an automatic 1st down for the Saints. Penalty happens to be by Byron Jones. Saints move up the football. They have it at their own 37. Book flushed out to his right. Pressure coming. Book will take a sack all the way back at his own 25-yard line. A loss of 13, exactly what you cannot do. Have to get away and get rid of that football. Takes a sack as he's going towards his right, out of bounds. Zach Seiler was the one who picks up the sack. the fourth down attempt in the last drive that they stalled out. That is what you have to do in that situation there. Just throw the ball out of bounds out of the tackle box. Oh, big sack by the Dolphins as Ian Book gets absolutely destroyed. All the way back at his own 17-yard line. And once again, it's going to be a 3rd and a mile. That looked like the opening night to the Alliance of the American Football League a couple years ago where Mike Bercovici got absolutely lit up. Ian Book drops back. He gets lit up. Emmanuel Agba, the one who dives out and sacks down Ian Book all the way back at his zone 16. Book will hand it off again. Draw cuts to the right. Kamara. And nothing there. Triple tackled. Football is on the ground. It is fumbled by Kamara. I believe he's down, though. Referees don't blow their whistle. They're going to say it's a touchdown. For now, this will be a Miami touchdown on a fumble recovery for 6 if you have the Dolphins defense and special teams and fantasy. In this stands, oh man, what a field day you had with a D in special teams. 8 sacks. Kamara is certainly down with that knee before the football comes out. That's a tough tackle too. Yeah, he is down. His body is crossed underneath them. They're gonna say it's a fumble? Yeah, they will reverse the call, so they take away the touchdown. So Kamara was down. So they take away the 6 off the board, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 31. 8:13 left to play, 4th and 31 for the Saints. Yep, I think it's time to see Blake Bortles. Standing back at his own goal line, Blake Gillikin, the punter. Javon Holland, number 8, the punt returner. Gillikin gets the snap, boots it away from his own 5. Drifting back to around the 30, fields it. Holland past the 35, and gets to around the 39, 9-yard return. Dolphins will come out once again, and they'll try to chunk down some more clock time. Gonna have a media timeout on the field here before we get to it. 8:05 left to go in the 4th. This game has been all Dolphins. Dolphins D and special teams having a feast in fantasy football. 8 sacks as a team. 2 sacks by Emmanuel Agba. He got the last one diving forward, getting Ian Book. 1.5 sacks by Jerome Baker. A sack each by Zach Seiler, Brandon Jones, Xavier Howard. Half a sack charge to Raekwon Davis, Javon Holland, Christian Wilkins. And with this right now, the Dolphins will move up all the way to 11th to 7th in the AFC. So they'll surpass, with that victory over Baltimore in Thursday Night Football, the Dolphins will surpass the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Raiders. Which, that's just crushing for the Chargers, because that was a game they should have had against Houston that they lost on Sunday. Yeah, so the Dolphins would be the number 7. And they get the Rams coming up next week too. I guess the thing about the Rams though is that they lay eggs from time to time. They played a couple of games that they should have won that they didn't. Tua hands it off up the middle. Duke Johnson Jr. rushes for 2 to the 42. Yeah, there's been sometimes the Rams have looked like the best team in football, sometimes not. I guess it's been the back-to-backs, Tennessee and San Francisco. Those are the two games. As here's a pitch to the right side to Duke Johnson. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. And penalty flags come flying down. The horse collar tackle by the Saints. Trailing from behind is Pete Warner, who picks up the horse collar tackle. They're on a 4-game winning streak. I mean, concerning is that the secondary for Baltimore is going to have a huge game, which has been the weak spot this season. And Cooper Kupp's been running circles over everyone this season. Even though Stafford had a tough game against Minnesota, their defense was huge there, and special teams were huge. They had a punt return for a touchdown. Seven minutes left to go. 1st and 10 Dolphins at the 42 now of Saints territory. Tua from the pistol, handoff up the middle. Duke Johnson past the 40, takes it to the 38, gain of 4. To keep on playing the clock here for that time to come down. Second and 6 coming up for the Dolphins. From the pistol they go once again. Tua takes a snap, handoff. Duke Johnson trying to be patient. Nothing there. As he's back to the line of scrimmage, goes down. Yeah. Vegas puts out about 5-star recruits commit to HBCU, not going to make it into the NFL. I think the biggest thing about that is exposure. They're starting to put more exposure on that though. Some of the HBCU teams actually got put on like games on like ESPN this season. I know for basketball, for football, it's not much exposure because all the exposure is at the Power 5 level, like SEC football in general. So it's tougher for college football, as that run goes for about 1 to Johnson. It's much more difficult for football because you're probably not going to see a game with like Jackson State versus like Prairie View A&M be on like ESPN or ABC or ESPN2 during the course of the Saturday. You're going to see all Power 5 schools on there for national televised games every single week for college football season. Yeah, those are the games that usually go on like ESPN Plus or ESPNU, unfortunately. So it really hurts the exposure for really good recruits. As I know for basketball, Pat Baldwin, he's playing for his father at Wisconsin Milwaukee, and they play in the Horizon League. And they don't get much exposure on like big networks From time to time, they'll have like a Friday night game put on like ESPN2 or ESPNU, but they won't be put on like ESPN. I think they only got 2 wins this season, but he was a top 10 recruit. And most of those games that they play are probably going to be, I think they're on like ESPN Plus or like ESPN3. As this punt gets pinned all the way at the 1 yard line. And that's where the Saints will take over. What a night for the Dolphins. It is Matt Collins who fields the punt at the 1. .432 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's been all Miami right from the get-go. How we started out this game, third possession of the game, Ian Book threw a pick 6 for 24 yards to Nick Needham. 7-zip Dolphins. Handoff up the middle on the first play at their own 1 yard line. Goes for about 1 for New Orleans. Miami led 10-0. They eventually went downfield, kicked the field goal. Up 10-0. Saints responded on... It was in the early second quarter they responded on a drive that led to their only points of the game with a field goal. I formation, Book from the end zone, launches deep down the left sideline, soaring up, grabs it, first down, off to the races, here he goes, 40, 45, 50, taken down from behind, past midfield for the longest play of the Saints tonight. Soaring up on a 50-50 ball was Lil Jordan Humphrey of New Orleans, working on one-on-one coverage with Byron Jones. Ian Book just tosses up a prayer down the left sideline, and Humphrey able to turn his back, make a play to the football. That is good for around a 59-yard pass. As the Book will scamper out of bounds. 3:15 left to play. Two of the Jalen Waddle for a 1-yard touchdown pass on a pitch on a sweep from left to right, put up the Dolphins 17-3, and then they tacked on 3 more to put themselves up 20-3 at the start of the fourth. .315 left to go. Injured Saints player down on the field at the moment. This is an offensive tackle, Caleb Benenach, who is down, and he's going to be taken towards the sideline now. Number 65 for the Saints. Yeah, I think it would be really interesting. I heard Mikey Williams was thinking about that in 2023. Book throws in the run. This ball is incomplete down the near sideline. Humphrey couldn't haul in. Yeah, McCurr Maker last year committed to Howard to play, but he got injured. He only played, I think, a few games, and his team had a losing record, and then he stopped playing for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think so, Vaughn. I think we're gonna be in this for another 9 years. My predictions got there. 3rd down and 9. Book from the gun, pressure coming, passes underneath. Kamara drops it as he was 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage and dropped the ball. Kamara just didn't want any part of that. No part of how this game is going on. Dove to try to save a block, and then he got up, and the pass was low off his fingertips after he got up. Ian Book just getting punished. 13 times he's got hit today on 28 dropbacks. 9 of those times he's got knocked down. And the Saints will burn their final timeout. 3:04 left to go. They picked up Blake Bortles this week. Could have had him check into the game and had him play some football here. Decide not to. Not ready, I guess. At least he has experience. Ian Book, this is his first night that he's playing in the NFL. And he's just got devoured. Holding the football on for way too long. Passing a ball on 4th downs that goes out of bounds. Not even remotely close to anybody. It's been that type of night for the Saints offense. Dolphins defense been so impressive. Last week, 6 sacks against the Jets. Tonight, they got themselves 8 sacks. At the 40 of Dolphin territory. Book on a 4th and 9. This, for any opportunity here. Book flushed out to his right. He will step up. Have to stay in bounds. Throws down the sideline, and he is intercepted. Turns it upfield and tackled at around the 32-yard line. It's picked off by Brandon Jones of Miami, and that will be the ball game. $2:51 left to go. If you had the Dolphins defense and special teams in fantasy football, oh man, you must have a feast tonight. 8 sacks as a team, 2 interceptions, one of those a pick 6. Ian Book throws across his body, staying down the right sideline. Poor decision, throws it to the wrong player, and it's in the hands of Brandon Jones and picked off. Handoff, rushes for about 4. On the carry goes Duke Johnson Jr. One more play to the 2-minute warning for the Dolphins. Saints have no timeouts to stop the clock as well. Last play to the 2-minute warning. Dolphins in the pistol with their backup quarterback Brissett. Hands it off as he's still out of time in the play clock. And it will take us to the 2-minute warning either way. Johnson stopped at the line of scrimmage. If you had the Dolphins D and special teams in the standard league tonight, you got yourselves 35 total fantasy points. That is insane. Two-minute warning as we'll take the final time out of the game. It's been all Dolphins tonight, right from the third snap with a pick 6 by Book. Jason, welcome in here, man. Sorry about your Saints there, dude. Yeah, it's this whole thing is rough as far as players put in the health and safety protocol that couldn't play. Saints had 22 players listed in the health and safety protocol. They had to go all the way to their third-string quarterback, Ian Book, who had never started a game before. Yeah, I saw he just lost. And Dak went off yesterday. Yeah, they signed him for nothing. That's terrible. Just to be signed to play, to not even play a game and just stand there with a clipboard. That must be a terrible feeling. I mean, if I'm a fan right there at this game, I'm asking for a refund. If for those fans who are showing up to the Superdome for this game, that's just not a good showing. They They had so many players listed out. Oop. 2 minutes left to go. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 for Miami. Phillip Lindsay lines up behind Brissett in the ace formation. Tight end Adam Shaheen motions from left to right. Brissett tosses right side to Lindsay. He carries to the 40. About 2 yards shy of the first down marker. It's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to have to punt away the football. And it looks like Ian Book will get ready once again as they give him his helmet for Book. With 1:35 left to go. Dolphins will have to punt it away. Saints will have another opportunity here for a couple more plays. Jason with a dono. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. Get that dono hype out in the chat here, guys. Jason the legend back at the stream. Hope your holiday went well there, man. 4th and 4. Miami boots it away at their own 25. Long booming punt field at the 16, past the 20, 25, 30, stumbles down at the 35. Had an opportunity to break it for more. So the Dolphins will shoot up from 11 now to 7 in the AFC with this victory. They have that head-to-head over Baltimore on Thursday night. 1:04 left to go. Just a couple opportunities to see if he can prove himself with a couple plays here in the final minute for Ian Book. Or they can just rush the football either way. It looks like they're probably going to rush it. They're in the power I. Don't take any chances. Don't have anybody injured going into the next game. This will be a handoff up the middle. Carried for about 1. Yeah, just take it into the next game. Carolina and Atlanta to close out the season. Don't risk getting anybody injured in the final minute. A cram, welcome in. They'll run off most likely one more play before we wrap up. Power I formation once again. Book hands it off. Rush for about 3. As it goes to Tony Jones Jr. who got the carry. Miami Dolphins, first NFL team with a 7-game losing streak and then a 7-game winning streak in the same season. As they pull out the W on Monday Night Football tonight inside the Superdome. Final score, Miami 20, New Orleans 3. And the defense was massive for the Dolphins. 8 total sacks, 2 interceptions. One of those a pick 6 in the 3rd play of the game by the Saints. And this game is gone final. Thank you all for watching today. Before you do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified future live streams. I'm going to be off tomorrow, but I hope that I'll be back on a Wednesday. I plan on being back on Wednesday covering college basketball. For me, the plan right now is going to be LSU versus Auburn on Wednesday, and then that game's at 7, and then Tennessee versus Alabama at 9 on Wednesday. A lot of the games keep on getting postponed or canceled, so hopefully those two will be available to me on Wednesday. I was planning on doing Virginia Tech versus UNC on Wednesday, then that game got postponed, but that's a pretty good filler in that spot for the Auburn-LSU game because LSU's undefeated. Auburn's playing really well this season too, and both of those teams in the top 25. Thanks so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. Before I do sign off, going to close out to the channel members. Get that membership up here. All channel members get a shout out as we have Jason, Cindy, Rajeep, All That Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arohan, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino Josa, LKN GFR 90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hades, Barco, Dave, Rise of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. Dolphins move up from 11-7 in the AFC with a victory. That is now 7 straight games in a row as they go and improve to 8-7 on the season for Miami and find themselves as the last team in the wild card at the moment with that head-to-head over Baltimore. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night.